I am ready to party. We have 5 different types of fatwood here to test out today. Number 1, from Sunset Bay Bonnie, New York State. At number 2, we have Wilderness Outfitters. Number 3, California Critter Sticks. Number 4, Directions Bushcraft. And number 5, Pine Fire and Tots. Let's get to shaving and let's get to burning. Alright, let's get to shaving. We're gonna make us some nice little shavings. I have to show you guys how really nicely this fierce fire is shaving. This stuff almost falls apart when you squeeze it just a little bit. A feather-light touch. I have to apply no pressure whatsoever, and it's coming apart. That is kind of nice, but it does make me wonder if it will light when it's wet. I suppose that would be a good experiment to have. So the ease of shaving is very nice with this fierce fire stuff here. Okay, so this is Fierce Fire from Ingall's Creek, Wilderness Outfitters.
15 minutes later.
Let's see how this cookie crumbles. New York State, Sunset Bay Bonnie. Okay, let's see here. Find us a nice little spot here. There we go. Whoop! Did you guys see that pretty spark? That was pretty. Nice black smoke. It caught real nice. Let's watch New York State. Now while we're sitting here waiting, I've been getting quite a few questions. Lisa Shell and I do Fatwooders Anonymous live streams every other Sunday at 6:30 p.m. on the Lisa Shell channel. And that is where all of us Fatwood addicts come together and feed our addiction. Now those of you who do not know what Fatwood is, I had Dulce Amor something, I'm sorry honey, but I'll look it up and I'll add it in here. She was asking, well, what is Fatwood? Fatwood typically comes from pine trees. Pine trees are very resin rich, and Fatwood itself is usually a piece or several chunks of impregnated wood that is rich with resin. I will include the link to the Google search I did, and we'll show you what came up with that. My goodness, this is burning quite a long time. Bonnie, you have some really good stuff there. It's going to be a little bit harder to see on the camera, but I assure you guys, I'm going to look very closely at this flame and will let you know when it is out. It's still going strong. Flame's still there. Still there. You might not see it on the camera, but I can see it a teensy bit. Wait. Still going underneath. Wow. There, out. Very impressive, Bonnie. Very impressive. Okay, moving on. Let's go to the stuff from Wilderness Outfitters. Ingall's Creek Fierce Fire. This is the stuff that shaves really nicely. Let's see how it lights. And we got a light. So it was about 5-6 strikes, somewhere around there. Fierce Fire, Ingall's Creek Wilderness Outfitters. I like it a lot how you shave it down very easily. I think that's very nice. I do not think it would burn when wet, but I believe I will do a separate test on that. It also appears to be burning down rather quickly. It may or may not, it may just seem that way. It has a good flame going, I like that. The purpose of this, of course, is to be able to light other wood. Even when it's wet, snowing, raining, Fatwood is water resistant, even waterproof, some parts of it, which is why it makes an excellent fire starter. Well, it's going pretty good. Are you guys hearing this traffic? It really bugs me. Really, really bugs me. When we moved here, it was very quiet. I mean, the road was always there, but it used to be just a 2-lane farm road with not a lot going on. Now it is 4 lanes. So it's a very busy road right behind my house, literally. Can't stand it. I cannot wait to move. Fierce Fire, everyone. Miss Bonnie sent me all of these samples here to try out. And as you can see, I'm just having the best time with it. White smoke, ladies and gentlemen. Next, California critter sticks. Oh, 1 strike, and this lit up beautifully. Very impressive. I do like that a lot. I have to admit, I'm a really big fan of this kind of Fatwood. The stuff that looks pretty, smells pretty, and it lights up with that first spark. This is very much the same as the stuff I'm finding these days. I'm really liking this a lot. Oh my, look at that black smoke. If you guys are seeing this black smoke, I'm sure you can, please keep in mind that it is very toxic. This is not something you want to be doing in your house. This is not something you want to cook your food over. Not over this anyways. It is perfectly fine to go ahead and get your fire started with this kind of thing. You know, once you have a nice little campfire going, knock yourselves out. But the smoke from this Fatwood is very toxic. California critter sticks, everyone. This is some fabulous stuff. It's burning real nicely. Real nicely. So far, it seems to be all about the same, with the exception of California critter sticks, which lit on the first try. Oh, we're going out. 4 Directions Bushcraft. There we go. Alrighty then, 4 Directions Bushcraft. Also, first strike, it immediately lit up. Immediately. To me, anything that lights up on the first strike like that is very good fatwood. I don't know, what do you all think? Now while this is burning, I'm going to prepare some Virginia fatwood. I gotta represent my own here. Okay, where's this fun peas I just got? Not this, not that. Going over there. Going. Getting smaller. I see some white. There's still a flame. Up and out. Nope. Last but not least, we have pine fire and tops. A lot of black smoke, awesome, good stuff. Might have to move away here temporarily. Shading away over here. This is from my newest find. Lighting flame out. And as you can see by these black spots, I did make sure they're all about the same size. So lastly, we have here Virginia. Northern Virginia to be exact. Oh, one strike. Yes, baby. You're not disappointing, Mama. Good job. Man, that thing's awesome. Wow. I'm gonna zoom you guys out just a little. I need you to see all this black smoke here. Look at that. You see that black smoke I'm talking about now? Do not breathe that in. I really don't recommend it. It is toxic. It will make you sick. Now, if I am seeing this correctly, I do want to say that my own Fatwood here took off the best. Aside from lighting immediately, it set that whole pile on fire very quickly. But I will compare fairly once I edit the video. There we go. Let's see how long it burns. I only have left about 1 minute and 10 seconds. So if it goes beyond that, it will have burned for at least 3 minutes. I doubt it. If that is the case, I'll have to try this again. Now while we're waiting on this to finish, if anybody has a small scale, you know, like one of those you use in the kitchen, something that measures grams and ounces, just something little that I could use to weigh this Fatwood before I burn it, then I would be able to conduct an exact test. Then I could say, okay, I am using exactly half an ounce of Virginia Fatwood versus half an ounce of New York State Fatwood. Oh, there we go. Flame is going down, and it's out. I don't think it burned as long as for Directions Bushcraft, or New York State for that matter, but it did burn rather nicely. There we go, guys. Here they all are. Oh, there's one more at the end here. Here is all 6 of them. We have started with New York State, followed by Ingall's Creek from Wilderness Outfitters, which is called Fierce Fire. I believe they're in Washington. Followed by California Critter Sticks in California. 4 Directions Bushcraft, which is in Missouri, if I'm not mistaken. And Pine Fire Tots, and I do not know which state that Fatwood is from. If anybody knows, please let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Peeps out.